Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
Let's be honest. Wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
1, 2, 3, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb so high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now? Turn it up.
We turning it up already.
Turning it up.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Grab a seat. The kettle is on. I am yelling. I am sorry. I am excited.
So excited today, y'all.
Okay. Excuse me while I try and attempt to adjust the
Excuse
microphone.
me while what is that movie? Excuse me while I whip this out. And it's not that. It was it's like a Santa Claus movie or something. I can't remember. So, Kim, tell us about all the fabulous things we're sipping on.
Oh, first things first, we have these beautiful new little tea kettles.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
They're stainless steel.
It's the greatest
so they
thing
can go
ever.
hot or cold. My headphones are cutting out.
Ruh-roh.
That's okay. I'll fix it later. So they can go hot or cold. And yeah, there is that. And
Nice.
I think you have the blood orange tangerine.
I would assume so.
And I've got the pineapple mango coconut.
Okay. Yeah, that's what mine tastes like. Is
I love my coconut tea.
So what are y'all sipping on? That's something that we always do every week if you're a newbie, or as the teen boys would say, noob, I guess. I don't know if that's what that means, but what are y'all sipping on?
What are you drinking?
Yeah, is it water, wine, beer?
I'm not gonna lie, I left a beer here last week.
She did.
I went to go get it out of the fridge. I guess somebody turned the fridge down and
Oh my God, y'all, it was frozen.
kind of exploded. So I feel kind of bad, mostly for me because I really wanted to drink that beer.
I know.
But you know, what are you gonna
Once a beer freezes like that, it just doesn't come back
That's okay.
like
But
it should.
I've got cold beer and I've got my freezer door old fashions.
Yeah.
In the freezer at home, so we'll drink that later.
So someone told us, and I kind of knew it was happening, like the difference between TikTok commenting and Facebook commenting is the Facebook commenting comes in
It's
delayed.
delayed.
Yeah.
It's a little delayed on our end.
but we
so
will try to
We try to keep up with
Yeah.
both. I think I finally have got my camera angled, so I'm not having to swing my head so much. I think I've got it.
So bear with us on that.
I finally figured it out. It only took me 8 weeks. something like that.
We're learning.
Whatever.
We're always learning.
Always learning.
Be teachable, y'all. Speaking of teachable. No, I'm just saying our topic for tonight is epic fails.
Epic fails.
We've all failed at one point or another. In fact, I have a TikTok that proves the worst fail by my
What did you do?
Oh my God. It was by my Ring doorbell.
When you fell.
When I fell, I was carrying my friend's daughter that was only like 2 or 3.
The fact that her head did not hit the brick wall
Yeah.
or the concrete.
Yeah.
That was full on super mom move.
Oh my God. I protected that baby, but I'm telling you right now, my knees were shot. My shoulder was shot.
Up.
I was scraped up bad.
So you sent me that.
Yes.
I think Monday, was it?
I think so.
And, or Tuesday.
What's up, Angie?
You sent me that and I was like, oh my God, yes, because I just had the biggest fail happen to me at HEB and I may never be able to go back to HEB again. Shit, this poor guy. So I paid for my groceries in the line and I only had like 2 bags and I had my keys in my hand and I went to go shift my keys from the hand that was holding the bags to the empty hand. And I flung my keys on the floor. And I had already taken like half a step past them. So I took a step back and bent over. And as I bent over, there was a guy walking and I fucking hip checked him. Like, boom, hard. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to just ram my ass into you because you are a complete stranger. And I was just like, oh, he's like, it's okay. It's okay. And the worst part is he works there. And I know I'm going to see him again. I don't know what it is about me in grocery stores. I have also gotten sick in Target before, like full on projectile in the produce section at Target in front of like this 16-year-old kid who worked there, like who was like actively mopping the floor.
Oh my gosh. In
my defense, I was very pregnant and very ill. And the little old lady was like, "Oh, honey, it's fine. You're good. It'll be okay."
It's better for
I was just like, "Oh, okay." So I just like turned around and walked out. And I was like, "Nope, I can't do Target today." Clearly, are yours cutting in and out?
Well, no. Angie says you're cutting in and out, so I was trying to fix it, but I don't really know how. I mean, I think you're going in and out because of my headphones. I don't know that it's the microphone, but
I don't know if it's the microphone.
I guess
either.
anybody else listening.
Okay, I'm just not going to move because I can hear myself in my
and I can hear you right now. So okay, yeah, we're frozen. We're just not going to move.
Are we good?
Maybe.
Oh my God, I don't like to not move.
I can't either. Okay. We're just going to have to figure it out.
We're going to have to figure it out.
We'll have to learn hand signs.
Oh no,
I only know like 2.
I know how to sing twat waffle.
Yes, you do.
I taught her how to do it.
Oh yeah. So I definitely. So I guess I know 3 then.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we've all had cooking fails. Like it took me years
off. It's not the mics. So take the headphones off.
Oh, take the headphones off. Okay.
Is it because I'm moving? I'm a very animated speaker.
Well, we can hear each other.
We're different. Our little fairy godmothers.
Yes, our sweet little fairy godmothers.
Phone connection. Okay.
Well, forget you then, headphones. We didn't like you're failing. How about that?
Fail on the headphone.
So I've had several fails wherein like cooking, like it took me a while to master my grandmother's fried chicken from scratch. That took some time. I do too. And just perfecting it, like not having your oil too hot, not having it, where you're sitting there for 8 hours cooking one piece of chicken. So I've done that. But then I've also had the parenting fail at HEB after it opened. My boys were, okay, so Caden and Anderson were like maybe 2 and 3. Oh yeah. One of them rolled out of the cart and landed on the freaking concrete. And I looked like parent of the year. And he was bawling his eyes out and we left and all these people were following after me going, "Oh, is he okay?" I'm like, "Please leave me alone. I'm so humiliated."
Right.
So yeah, that was so embarrassing. I was bawling my eyes out.
So speaking of falling,
oh gosh,
I was talking to my husband about the topic for tonight about failing. And then we got to talking about how I told you we fell.
Yes, I do.
In front of a coworker and a random lady, like fell, bit the dust. He had food in his hands. He saved the food though. So there is that. And then I was like, you have fallen 2 other times that I know of down the stairs at our house.
Oh my gosh.
One time it was super icy and he
Yeah.
like stepped like those weird stairs that we took out
Oh,
that
yeah.
had like the 4 and then the big landing and then like the 3.
Yes.
He stepped on the landing and it was icy and he
Bit it.
bit it.
Oh.
And we were all sitting in the living room and I asked my kids, I was like, did your dad just fall down? My oldest is like, I don't know. He goes to the back door and he's like, hey, standing up now. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, clearly none of us were concerned about it because none of us got up to go look except for him. And then he fell again, maybe this has been like a month or 2 ago. He went to go, it gets dark in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it does because you don't have a lot of city streets.
We don't have the city street lights. There is one out in the cul-de-sac, but it was out,
Yeah.
which I loved. And I really wish that the neighbors would stop calling to get it replaced because I like it dark. Anyways, he was walking down the steps to go get something out of the shop and he missed the last step and fell. And like he had a big old bruise on his back. Like
That's the worst.
And I was like, well, thank God that you didn't get hurt. He's like, yeah, because he's like, I didn't have my phone. And it was in the middle of the night and I was in bed.
Huh.
Like, you just would have had to lay out here and scream because
Wow.
I wasn't going to come see you.
Oh, poor Clint. Back when I worked, I think this was before I ever had kids, or maybe I just had one. I don't know. But I had there was like 12 stairs, concrete stairs going out of the building I was working at.
Yeah.
And I slipped, I tripped on the second stair and I went down 10.
Oh, no.
And when I landed, I did one of those. Have you ever seen like the back, like the scorpion?
Oh, yeah.
I did that. It was so bad. And I went home.
Painful.
And like 3 days afterwards, Clint was like, every time I took a shower, I couldn't raise my arms. So Clint had to wash my hair for me.
Oh, my God.
And it was so miserable.
So rough.
I am a klutz. I break glass at least once a month.
She does.
I do.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Clint says that Asher or whichever kid it was, Caden or Anderson, they didn't fall out. He flipped out.
Oh, he flipped out. Yeah.
Yes. And he landed on his feet. I thought he landed on his head. I don't remember the feet, but that was so scary.
But
it
I feel
took me a
like
while.
the biggest fail was not my husband falling.
Yeah.
It's the fact that I haven't seen it happen.
I know you don't. You don't see it. Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
Not that I want my husband to fall and get hurt. I didn't even see when he blew out his shoulder. I didn't even see that happen.
Oh, and neither one of us did.
No, because we were out
We were
jumping in the foam pit.
Yeah. My gosh. Hey, Katie. Hey, what's up? Oh, let's see. Angie says, I tripped at No Frills not that long ago. I almost lost it completely, but I caught myself on some old man's table. Dang.
Nice.
That is crazy. I know, like at the movie theater. So we went Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
When we were leaving, Cassie and Caden walked back in, and I guess poor Cassie fell, and my poor little empath 16-year-old was like so worried about her, and she scuffed it up pretty good. And I don't think she'd care if I told that she said her scraped up knee is in the shape of a man's genitalia.
It's very
I was
phallic.
Very phallic. She's got a phallic knee.
Phallic shaped bruise.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah. I bet you were mortified. Angie, I would have been mortified too.
Mm-hmm.
I've fallen. I fell at the camping trip. It was muddy. And I stood on a big rock. And oh, yeah. But I caught myself beautifully and didn't get mud on anything.
Nice.
That's a.
I am not a graceful person at all. Like, I am the person, like, I will walk into the door.
Yeah.
I will, like, clip the walls. Like, I've lived in my house for 7 years.
With your
I
shoulders.
should know where the walls in my house are or the kitchen island that doesn't move. Why do I hip check that?
Yes,
all the time.
All the time.
I will, like, go to get in the shower and I'll be like, oh, where did that bruise come from?
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, what did I hit? What did I trip over? It's just, I am not graceful. And my poor youngest, Lord help him. He got my grace.
Oh, yeah.
And he's my head injury child.
Yes, he is. I haven't had any major injuries with the boys except for like.
What did she say? She said, check my mic connection. Is it? Well, when I got in here earlier, it was
fine earlier.
Do I need to?
Is Kim still?
Do you have me unmuted?
That's none of your business.
Am I still?
I'm just kidding.
Can you hear me?
Do you want to roll 3 over and I'll unmute it?
We can play that game.
Musical microphones, music. See, look, we're all all because we decided to do a show on fails. Our microphone is deciding that it doesn't like her today. Oh, no. Which one is that one? 3?
3.
Okay, let's see if that.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Wait, it didn't unmute. The light's still on.
Oh, no.
Okay, wait. Y'all, tell us if you can hear her on the mic. Hello, Major Tom.
You're welcome for that.
Yeah, that's a ditty.
That, it is. I really like it that my 7-year-old will bust out singing that when he puts his
I love
headphones
that.
on, like he gets his headphones.
Yeah.
She said, click 4.
Oh, click 4
is 3.
Oh, my bad.
Can you
Sorry.
hear me now?
I bet you can
You
hear
want me to
her
sing
now.
it again?
Do it.
Ground control, Major Tom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh, we're good to go. Fairy
Good to
Godmother
go.
has
Yay!
dinged us with her magic
Yeah!
wand, and
Got
we're
it.
back
Ding.
in the goods.
I'm live.
So whatever you missed, you just missed it.
So
Sorry.
yeah, you just missed it. Sorry, because I'm not rambling through that whole thing again.
I do love when
It was basically me falling down a lot.
yes. I do love that my neighbors, when they saw my embarrassing TikTok, or I told them the story of how I fell in my front of my ring camera, they came over and mocked me.
Yeah, that was good.
Mocked, whatever. Mimicked me.
Mimicked you.
And they made their own. So it was,
Nice.
yeah, it was
That's good.
hysterical.
Yeah.
But yeah, I failed a lot
Yeah.
in life, I think. I fall all the time.
Yeah.
I used to have accidents in cars before I got insurance, which is I wouldn't recommend that to anyone.
I can honestly say, knock on wood. I don't know. I've been in a few accidents, and not one of them has been my fault. My first car that I had got totaled from some 16-year-old girl.
Oh, geez. Not
that car was in great shape because it was already wrecked, and it was a hoopty. And for those of you who don't know what a hoopty is,
look it up.
Look it up. She came out from a line of cars, and she was like this little bitty cheerleader, 16-year-old girl driving a big ass fucking like old school 1980s Suburban.
Oh,
and she right into my driver's side door. I couldn't get out of the door. I had to crawl out the passenger side.
Don't imagine that. Wow.
And she was like hysterical. She was more mad that her dad was going to be mad. I'm like, there's not even a dent on your car.
Yeah,
this is why your dad put you in that car.
Yeah.
Mine, on the other hand, the wheel was like, and I drove it home.
Oh my gosh. Angie had one of those big cars, but hers was a 78 Thunderbird.
Oh, nice.
So when she'd hit the gas, that whole front end would come up like a boat.
Yeah.
That was the bomb.
Yeah. A friend of mine had one. We called it Pocahontas.
Oh, I just loved that fire.
I don't know why.
I don't want to say Firebird, Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
That was so fun. And anytime we drive down 174, if we saw her mom's red Suburban out, she'd be like, Doc, I'm not supposed to have anybody in the car.
Oh my gosh. I was like, your mom knew.
She probably knew. She probably laughed it off quite a few times.
Quite a few times, I would imagine.
Whatever. But yeah, y'all tell us some more of your fails.
Some of your fails.
Yes. I failed one time. I'll tell y'all a drinking story that I epically failed on. I had bought, because it was summer, and I was totally into lemon tea. So I got
like
Deep Eddies.
Brisk lemon tea?
Sure. Well, sure.
No, Deep Eddies. Okay.
Deep Eddies tea and Deep Eddies lemon.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking, so what I did was I filled up a glass of tea and I put the rest of it with lemon. Deep Eddy. All of it was Deep Eddies. I should have done one shot, and then put tea in there.
You should have just done regular freaking iced tea and then put the Deep Eddies lemon in it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. And so one glass,
you got trashy,
got super trashed, blackout, had to go home. Oh my God, it was the worst. I had the funnest time. The pictures are hysterical, but.
Oh, so here, I've got a drinking fail for you.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
St. Patrick's Day, like 2007. Okay. My folks go out of town.
Oh, here we go.
So I'm at home by myself drinking. We start drinking, and to this day, I cannot even smell it without getting sick. The Captain Morgan's blackberry spiced rum.
Oh, okay.
Drank a couple of shots of that before work as well.
Oh.
And then I had to go to work. And I went to work and they're like, oh, well, we have a big party coming in. We're just going to it's going to take up your whole section. I'm like, okay, great. That's fine. Drank a green beer in the back when I got there because it's St. Patrick's Day. Why not?
Yeah. Hair of the
This
dog.
party was a little league team.
Oh, no.
Here,
Mm-mm.
I'm stoned. I'm drunk. And you want me. But the coaches were like, this is what we're going to do. Bring us pictures of Coke and bring us pictures of water. And because they were like spaced out and they're like, this is what we're going to order. And I was like, fantastic. And they left me like a $300 tip. And then I looked at my boss and I was like, I'm done. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you're done. So then I leave and I go to a party where I'm drinking more blackberry spice rum and more green beer. And then my manager shows up and says, let's do shots of tequila.
Oh,
and I said, yes, let's do shots of tequila.
Oh my gosh.
I went home. A friend of mine was driving. The guy I was dating at the time was in the back seat. I was like, I need to sit in the front. And he was like, okay. Yeah. I rolled the window down and I'm leaning my head out the window.
Oh, yeah.
And we get like in my neighborhood. We're like a block away from my house. And I'm like, you should hurry. He like screeched into my driveway and I just like opened the door and I was on all fours in my front yard just bleh. Yep. And I just like stopped and just sat there and I don't know. And they like went in the house, left me out there by myself.
Yeah.
And then a cop drives by. And then finally they come out and they're like, okay, you have to come inside. This cop has driven by like 3 times. So I was like, okay, fine. So then I go in there and I get on the toilet in my arm like this. And that's where I slept that night. I woke up, there was mascara and makeup all on my arm. It was all over my face. And I had to go to work the next day. So I show up to work. I didn't even fix nothing. I just walked in and they were like, oh, you look awful. And I was like, I don't feel good. All I could smell in the kitchen was raw chicken. And I was like, I don't feel good. And it was a different boss than what had showed up to the party. And he was like, well, if you're not feeling good, why don't you go home? He's like, we can cover it. He's like, it's a slow night. And I was like, okay, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
And so I left.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure he knew I was hungover. But because the next time that I went in, it was the boss who brought the shots of tequila. And he's like, you were scheduled to work. And I was like, I didn't work. And I was like, I showed up still. I was like,
hey, you should get points for showing up.
I can't even smell that blackberry spice rum without my stomach turning and it making me want to physically be ill again because of that one night. I have never drank it since. It's been almost 20 years since I've drank it and I will never drink it again. I
think my cousin is on. There was one party. I think it was a New Year's Eve party. I could be wrong, but it was, I think I was like 17, maybe. It was a very long time ago. Wore my super cute black dress, and I think we pre-gamed with beers, and then we went to this party. I'm not sure what I drank at the party. All I know is we were headed somewhere else, and I got in her friend's, I think it was a Mustang, and I got in the front seat, and I was like, okay, we're going to turn the air on, and nope. I projectile vomited in his car.
Oh no.
All over the dash, all over myself. And I had to get out. And I basically had to take off my dress because there was so much throw up. So like Katie was like, you got to put some other clothes on. Like you didn't wear a bra. And I luckily,
at that point I wouldn't even care.
Luckily, like the people we were with were super caring. But oh yeah.
She says, was it Kevin?
Yeah, pretty sure it was. Yep. Pretty sure it was.
Busted.
Yeah, I remember and I felt like such a jerk.
I just feel like, I don't know, I can't, and that's why, I can't drink and smoke at the same time. Yes. I don't do that anymore. Now I just drink.
Yeah.
That makes me sound like an alcoholic, but that's not what it is.
No, I think like, yeah,
but, when I was way back younger and I was waiting tables and I was living with potheads, like that was just the thing. That was what we did. And
for me, it was cigarette. Like if I had too many cigarettes with beer,
I couldn't mix the two because it would make me sick. So I either had to make a choice. I'm either going to drink or I'm going to smoke. Yeah. I can't do both.
No.
But that St. Patrick's Day, I drank all the things.
Yes.
I learned, you would think I would know. I mean, I waited tables and bartended for years. You don't mix liquor and beer and different liquors and especially rum and tequila.
For all you listening out there, the saying is true. What is it? Liquor before beer.
You're in the clear.
Beer before liquor.
Never sicker.
Never sicker. Yeah. So
keep that in mind. Mixed it all up.
Yeah.
And it was fun at the time. I assume I had a great time at the party. But the drive home was rough. The front yard was rough. The next day was rough. But yeah.
Me and
I don't have very many stories like that where I was like so trash. Like I was always very kind of, I mean, I'm sure if some of my friends from high school are listening, they're probably like, the hell you didn't. We had a whole abandoned house that we partied in.
Yeah, which I just learned about the other day.
I know, I just told her about that.
Another drinking and driving fail that I did.
No,
oh, yeah.
I didn't do that.
I did that.
I did not. Nope, because my mother was always like, if you drink, you do not drive. If you don't have a sober ride, call us. We will come and pick you and everybody up.
Yep.
No questions asked. I did it once.
I did it.
And they had no questions. I didn't get in trouble. Nope. I was not grounded because I was responsible. And I didn't get in. I wouldn't let anybody drive. And they were all freaking out. And my mom didn't tell any of their parents.
Yeah.
She made sure we all got home.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's why that rule exists in our house. So
well, I did it. Oh, yeah.
My nose is cold and it's starting to run.
I know. I drove myself in my pickup truck to a party and drank. And I don't know if I was like really just like out of my mind because I'd been through some trauma, but whatever. I drove myself and then I said I was fine to leave the party and I made a couple of wrong turns and I ended up in stop 6.
No.
And I'm pretty sure I ended up near a hot pink bar that was for people only that lived in stop 6, and I'll leave it at that.
Yes. If you don't know what stop 6 is, I'm sure you can Google stop 6 Fort Worth and
I will compare it to Oak Cliff.
Nope, it's worse.
Maybe
it's
Detroit.
Worse than Deep Ellum.
Detroit might be worse.
Hell, it might be Flint, Michigan now. I don't know. It's bad.
But yeah, so I ended up at this bar and I was puking out the side of my truck and I was getting cussed at by women.
The people there.
And
no.
Basically this liquor store guy came out and he found my phone and he called Angie and somehow she got to me and I left my truck there. And when I came back the next day,
it was vandalized. My purse was stolen. My battery. Angie didn't take your purse?
No.
God damn it,
Angie.
I
don't even think she knew where my purse was.
Well, okay.
And they took the sticker. They took your
registration sticker?
My registration sticker off. And something else. But
that's petty. That is petty on a whole new level.
Took all the things. All I wanted back was my purse because it had pictures. It had my social security card in it. And
who carries their social security card around with them?
Me, everywhere. It's with me right now.
Why?
Actually, no, it's not with me right now. It's in my other purse.
Do you not have the number memorized?
I do.
Rememberized? Wow.
What's up, Kathy?
Wow.
You're late to the show, girl.
So speaking of saying things wrong.
Oh, yes.
Humpty Dumpty. Okay.
Sat on a wall.
Okay. And Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Yes.
All the king's horses and all the king's men. What's the next line?
Couldn't put Humpty together again. Is that not it?
I fucking hate you.
Did I know it?
Yeah, because apparently I thought it was all the king's horses and all the king's men put Humpty together again.
Oh, no, they couldn't.
So I'm sitting at lunch at an elementary school with my son and my husband eating lunch yesterday. And me and my son are talking about his head cracking and stuff, all this. And I was like, well, all the king's horses and all the king's men put Humpty together again. And my husband was like, that's not right. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And he's like, they couldn't put Humpty together again. And I looked at my son. I was like, did you know that's how it went? And he was like, yeah.
Wait,
and I was
Mom.
like, oh, okay.
You failed.
Well,
I
don't know. Know my nursery rhymes.
On that note, we are going to let you guys stretch your legs and refill your cups. And we're going to talk a lot more things. We've got some reality, some Am I the Asshole, and more fails. For sure, more fails.
For sure.
And y'all be sharing your stories. Don't be scared. We'll judge you a little, but we'll love it.
Are you ready for this?
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
1, 2, 3, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb so high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now? Turn it up.
It's so loud.
Ooh, I love it. Y'all.
Unmuted?
Not yet.
Oh,
Where do I begin on my epic
Hey.
fails? Tiffany.
did you unmute us? Oh, that's what I was talking about. Was that sound unmuted? Sorry.
Oh, I don't know if y'all on Facebook heard the loud cup or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, you want me to do it again?
Do it one more.
I'm going to turn away from the microphone though.
Yeah. Woo! Let's go! Oh gosh,
So
I'm loving
exciting.
every second of it. Yeah, Tiffany, throw a fail out there.
Give me a fail, Tiff.
We'll let you think on it while we dish.
She said, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop carrying that. LOL. Never. So a little bit of reality. We don't have much because some of the shows have all ended.
Yeah.
I am still watching. So I am halfway through the new one on Netflix called Secret Millionaire.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
And it's pretty good.
Is it?
It's
Do we know who the millionaire is as the watcher?
we know who the millionaire
Okay.
is, and
Well,
and
don't tell me because I want to see.
you're fine. But it changes because if they call a millionaire out and they send them home, the
Is there more than one millionaire in the house?
No, not at any one time, but it can. You
I'm
want to
very-
be the
I'm very
last man
confused.
standing. It's just you want to be the last man standing.
Is it kind of like traders were like, you're a millionaire? You're like somebody is assigned to be the millionaire?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm understanding the concept
So,
of it.
and what's funny is the one girl. I'll give you just this little nugget. The one girl that is, she says she's a detective. She says she's this cop. She can smell BS, and she was pretty close to nailing it, like who had it. But when it came time for her to have it, she has no, what do you call it? She cannot fake it till you make it. She basically like outed her own self.
Okay.
And I'm like, girl,
Fail for you.
yeah. But it's been pretty good. I still haven't started Love on the Spectrum yet. I do want to watch that because oh
I've
my
heard
gosh,
it's good.
those cute little couples on there are adorable.
Mhm.
And Abby's little song about "You're the milk to my wine." I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
She's cute. I've seen her on TikTok.
Yes, and that's where I kind of
Mm-hmm.
noticed it all. And
Did
then,
you watch this past episode of Extracted?
No, so you just go ahead and tell me.
Okay. So we're down to the final 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Jacobin's gone.
Jacobin's gone.
Okay.
So we have Ryan H.,
Yes.
Woody,
Yes.
Haley, Megan, and Jake.
Okay.
Okay. Families get called into the supply room one by one. They have the chance to take 2 essential items away from any player.
Okay.
So of course, yes. So Jake's family kind of has an alliance with Megan's family and also kind of had an alliance with Haley's family.
Right.
So there was this stuff. And then of course, Woody's family went after Jake because Jake's a strong competitor.
He is a strong competitor.
And Woody's family I think his name's Blake. He gets in this like anger spiral.
Yeah,
type thing.
you can see that.
So
about
basically
him.
the only people who lost things,
Mhm.
Jake lost 4 items because somebody voted for him twice. It was Haley's family and Woody's family. And then
oh wow.
Megan's family, she didn't get anything taken away. Haley didn't get anything taken away. Woody lost his fire, his ferro rod, and then he also lost a sleeping bag. I say a sleeping bag because I'm pretty sure that man has 2.
Yeah, I think he has 2.
And then Ryan H lost his sleeping bag and something else. And he was like, you know what? He's like, it's cold. I don't want to be out here without a sleeping bag. I want to be extracted. And his parents were like, okay. And
That's the older parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went and extracted him. And I'm like, Haley's been without a sleeping bag this entire
whole time.
fucking time.
Yeah, come on.
Girl's still rocking it. And now, obviously Jake's family is going after Woody.
Oh.
And they're like, and his son's like, he wants 2 girls in the finals so that they can beat him. And like, it's,
oh my gosh.
it's
come
rough.
on.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. That show be getting me worked up.
It was, yeah.
And I love that. I love
Yeah.
that a show can do that because not many can do that
Yeah.
anymore. Katie says, yeah. Oh yeah. You saw The Secret Millionaire? That's good. Yeah, it's a good
I
one.
want to watch that one.
It's
and
pretty
behind,
good.
I missed this past episode of Survivor. I'm
Okay.
behind.
I saw like little tidbits, but couldn't put
know
it
what's
all
going
together.
Yeah.
And then we have, I guess I need to let y'all know I did not get to go Sunday to the Big Brother.
I know somebody who went and I'm very excited and I really hope that they pick him.
Oh, you know somebody?
I do.
Aw.
He's local.
Dang it.
From
yes.
Burleson.
Do I know him?
It's Andrew Dolan.
I hope he gets on.
From I Am Dolan Music. You guys
the
find him
Dolan
on TikTok. He is
Band.
amazing.
Yes.
He got to meet Quinn.
Yes.
And he met somebody else from like BB 22, 21. I don't remember who. I didn't recognize him. But I really hope that they pick Andrew and I hope that he gets to go because it would be awesome.
I wonder if it's the one Burleson person and they'll never have a Burleson person ever again.
No.
I hope not because I really want to be on that show, y'all.
I know.
So I'm pouty.
It's
fine. It's fine. I did get to go to church with my dad, so that was nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So really that's it. There's not a lot. I'm waiting for, I think it'll
kind of die down here over the summer and
Yeah.
then things will start picking up again soon.
2 new realities though that are TikTok. I know not everybody TikToks, but there is this big viral trend talking about the group chat.
Oh my God, I'm
is like
addicted to it.
Yeah,
I watched
it's
all the
so
parts
reality.
and Justin and Haley and oh my God.
Yeah, research the group chat on TikTok.
She has like a 5-part little series where
so
she does it.
Funny.
She did very well.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been on that. And I think I'm on. There's another big trend with a girl that her boyfriend. Her husband left her while she was pregnant for somebody that he works with, and there's a whole drama to that too. I haven't followed it.
Well, I haven't seen that
perfectly,
one, but I have seen the one where the husband and wife are 7 months pregnant and they're sort of kind of estranged from his family, but they went to their house for dinner and turns out it was a baby shower, but it was a baby shower for the sister because the sister told everybody that they were her surrogate.
What?
And they left and were like, we want no part of this.
My
this is
gosh.
this is our baby. This is not your baby.
That is so weird.
So I'm having to dive in and find.
You'll
she
need to
explains
send me
it more.
some of that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But that's really all I've got this time for reality. Sometimes I have more, sometimes I've got less, but that's okay. Okay, I'm ready for this.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks. What about who's the asshole tonight? We need to know.
Am I the asshole? My wife wants divorce because I told her I'll water her. Oh, hold on. This is not right. This is not the right one.
It's not?
It is. Oh, no, it is. I'll water her regularly for photosynthesis. That's what it says.
Okay.
It says, throwaway because half embarrassed to post this in the first place. My wife, 26, and I'm 28, have been married for 6 months now. We don't joke around, usually since I have early on figured out she's not into jokes, and I'm not much of a jokester too.
Okay.
Yesterday, I was randomly sitting on the couch watching when she came up to me and asking if I'll still love her if she were a plant.
What?
Okay. So I'm very much aware of trap questions that exist, and my first thought was to make sure to give her a good answer. I told her I will still love her and then water her regularly for photosynthesis. I wasn't joking around here, although I know it might sound silly. I said it very seriously too. Usually when I joke, I laugh right after because I can't handle my own embarrassing jokes either, but this wasn't one of those cases. My wife just looked at me dead in the face like I said something really wrong. She said that I was insensitive. That was insensitive of me to joke and about and could have phrased it better. I got a little defensive because I found it absurd that she kept saying it was a bit too much of a joke about her question when I wasn't really trying to do that.
And why? Like,
Wait,
why is she?
stop.
Okay.
There's more.
Okay.
Hold on, there's more.
Jeez.
Then suddenly she said she wanted a divorce, which made me laugh. I just laugh at her when she says that. I agree it wasn't the right timing to laugh, but it came out accidentally. And she said, see, you're not taking me seriously at all. We had a small argument, which then escalated with her bringing out my past, nonchalant way of talking. Like she said she was, hold on, that makes no sense. You're not taking me seriously at all. We had a small argument, which then escalated with her bringing out my past nonchalant way of talking that she said was very immature and not considerate of another person.
Oh, brother.
She got really upset and brought up the divorce again. I thought she might still be sulky and will let it go soon enough, but she's dead serious about this thing. She called her mom today saying she's considering a literal divorce. Her mom hadn't said anything or called me yet, and my wife isn't talking to me at all.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm genuinely lost because I didn't mean what I said with any bad intentions. Just when I felt... This is so asinine. Just when I felt like I settled down a bit, this happens, and I'm not sure what I should be doing. Is there anything I could tell her to make her feel better? I really don't want a divorce due to something like this, but I'm willing to correct my way of answering or talking. Run, my brother.
Yeah,
run.
just run.
If she can't take a joke, and how else do you? Would you still love me if I was a plant? Yes, I would even water you for your photosynthesis. How was that?
I thought that was very supportive.
Right? Like, oh, you would take care of me if I was a plant.
I mean, I'd probably be the asshole that is passive aggressive and go, which potting soil would you like to be put in? How big of a container?
Me and my domestic would be like, well, what kind of plant are we talking? Because I
Yeah.
have one that I have kept alive, and there are several others
There's
that
too
have
many
died.
like,
so
I guess I really want to know
what kind of plant do you want to be?
is she really like trying to become a plant? Is she one of them people?
I don't know.
I'm not.
But you're not the
judging.
asshole. I liked your answer. I'd even water
I mean, I
for
would
your
said the same thing.
photosynthesis. I'll
Yeah.
water you.
I didn't think that was rude at all. I thought that was caring.
Well, it was so nice of you to offer to water her if she became a
What the hell? You want to be a
Awesome.
plant?
First of all, who comes up to their husband with a random question like,
Yeah.
hey, if I was a plant, would you still love me?
I know,
Who the hell starts a conversation like that?
I think Clint would immediately be like,
Are you high?
Yeah, like, did you take something? What is happening? I don't understand that at all. Okay, well, no, dude,
That was a weird one.
You're not the asshole.
You're not the asshole.
Your wife is weird.
But you should get
and
the divorce and you should run far,
you
far
dodged
away.
a bullet because what would she call your children?
I cannot imagine being in a relationship with somebody who does not joke
We
around.
had our first baby. Her name is Fern. See? What? I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
Like, if she got into that plant life and he stayed in the marriage, do you know how weird that shit would be?
Oh, you need to just get the divorce, dude, and run.
Yeah.
And go. But seriously, like, I want to say 85 to 90% of the talking that me and my husband do to each other is jokes.
Yeah.
Sarcastic,
Yeah.
snarky, like, and we're out in public, and he's got a little bit of a drier sense of humor.
Yes.
I'm used to it. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
And so sometimes some of the things he comes across as mean, because I'll pause and I'll look at him like it offends me, and I'll be like, you're an asshole. And then I just move on. Like, it's not a thing. I cannot imagine being with someone who does not joke around.
No,
like it's not my personality. Like, I will find the
No.
joke in almost just about anything.
Me too. Yeah.
But
I mean, everything was, and like, I can't help it that I'm quick witted and like it just flies off the cuff.
right?
Like her whole thing with wanting to be a plant, I would have been on that for
I don't know. I don't
days.
know if she wanted to be a plant. I just think it was like a random questions that, like, like sometimes when like when we watch our shows or watch these medical shows or whatever, I'll be like, hey, so if I'm ever on life support, I'm like, don't unplug me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want it all. Like, you save me.
Yeah.
Like, all of
do
it.
all the things.
Do all the things and save me. And my husband's like, eh.
But I do that. I do that in public with Clint. Like, I'll point someone out and I'm like, if I get to that level, you need to fix me.
Oh yeah.
I've
told him, I'm like, if I start to get dementia and I start to like forget things or try and set the house on fire or try to wander off, and I'm like, please put me in a home.
Yeah.
I was like, but then come visit me. And he was like, I'll just tell you that I visited you and you won't remember anyway.
Exactly.
Like, that's the kind of relationship that we have. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I guess I'll have to agree, because I'll have dementia and I won't know if you really came to visit me or not. So there's that.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
But yeah.
We wouldn't survive with non-joking people.
No. So much so that, here's a fail.
We would probably be in front of that person making fun of them to each other.
Oh yeah. This is why we have to be careful if we're in a serious setting.
Yes.
We say a lot with our looks.
We do.
Because
we do.
And we can't look at each other for too long, because that's going to stem a whole laughter fit.
Yeah.
But me and Brayden were having a fight. It wasn't a fight. We were just bickering like we do about stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And we were at the movie theater and we were at the concession counter, and I was like, oh God. I was like, to him, and like I ordered my stuff, and Brayden took the popcorn to go put butter on it. And the little guy leaned over the counter and he was like, are you okay? And like Brayden was still walking, and I was like, no, I'm not okay. And I grabbed my drink and I walked off. And like as I walked off, and I was like, oh my God, that poor kid.
Probably really concerned for your well-being.
Oh my God. And I didn't turn around and be like, no, I'm serious. Like, we're fine. We're joking around with each other. But like,
I walk up. I like playing.
I think I was mad because he used to take the tickets and he would like scissor them and like pinch the back of my arm with them. And I was getting so frustrated at him. And I think that's what started the whole thing, when the guy was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not okay. My arm is getting pinched. I want my popcorn. It's hot outside.
Yeah. Jeez.
Come on, kid.
I like to do jokes out in public where, like, if someone's standing by Clint, I like to walk up and be like, hey, I know you're married, but I totally do you. And just watch other people
be like,
what? It's funny to me.
Nice.
Yeah. I think if you're not a joking couple, you need to find something in life.
Find something in life. How are you not laughing?
I know.
Like, we were talking about my husband falling, and like we were both crying. We were laughing so hard yesterday, and I was like, my face hurts because I had been laughing so much. And he's like, yeah. He's like, mine does too. And I was like, oh my God.
That's hysterical. So I guess we can roll back in. We don't have a whole lot of time, but we can roll back into talking about fails.
Yeah, Tiffany, I thought you were going to share.
Yeah, we were hoping you'd share
us.
a story. What the what?
We need a good fail story.
Yes,
a real good one.
Yeah,
and I know you have some.
Everybody's fallen down. Everybody has.
Well, I feel like failing, like in that sense, that's not the only thing. I set something on fire in my oven one time.
I can tattletale on Clint for a good one.
Yeah.
He was couple of years ago, we like to experiment with seasonings. We love different seasonings. We love to, play in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So one breakfast, I hope he's listening because he knows exactly where I'm going with this. One morning, he likes to make breakfast on the weekends. So he was making a big thing of eggs and bacon and all the yummies. Well, he decided to experiment with a seasoning on the eggs. And he didn't want to tell me what it was until I tasted a bite. When I tasted a bite, it took every ounce of me to swallow it.
Oh, no.
And I gave them back. And guess what he had put on there?
Oh, no. What?
Worcestershire seasoning on eggs.
Like, not the sauce.
Not
like
the
a
sauce,
seasoning
but
packet?
it is a sauce. It is a, like, it looks like pepper.
Granulated.
It's like Worcestershire pepper. And he sprinkled it in, and it tastes just, so it was like pouring Worcestershire on your eggs. It was so
Gross.
disgusting.
No.
Oh, yeah. Clint said it was pepper. He goes, I thought you were not going to tell them that one. Sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Okay. Vic says on TikToks, I sneezed and threw out my back. Ooh,
Oh, that's just a sign
the
of getting
word.
old. That's not a fail. That's just a sign of getting old. I'm sorry. It happens. What do you
Get a better fail, Vic. Come on.
I know you have a better fail than that. I tell you about the time I set my muffins on fire.
How the hell do you set your muffins on fire?
So I made muffins, okay?
Mhm.
They were cooked. They were done. I took them out of the oven. And then my oven was still on because I had to make the crumble, put the crumble on top,
Mhm.
put it back in the oven for a little bit. Make the crumble. I put it back in the oven. I walk away. It's Thanksgiving. I walk away. And I get on the phone, and I'm on the phone with my husband. And then I'm like, okay, I was like, I'm going to lay here and take a nap. And he was like, okay, I'll talk to you later. And I was like, okay, bye. And my butt falls asleep, and I wake up, and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, somebody's burning their Thanksgiving dinner. And I was like, fuck, I've got muffins in the oven. And I pulled open the oven door, and there were flames, literal flames coming off of the muffins.
Oh my gosh.
So I ripped the rack out, and I panicked for like half a second before I took the towel in my hand and just snuffed it out.
Oh my gosh.
And I love to cook and bake, and these are all the things, but that is the one and only. Now I've burned things, but that was the one and only time I set something on fire.
My gosh.
And I was like, I was getting ready. I was going to take the muffins to work with me. Yeah. Nobody got muffins that day.
Oh, so sad.
But I still do it like every year around Thanksgiving. That memory pops up on Facebook, and I share it every year.
Time.
I'm like, here, that one time that I set my muffins
the one time. Oh my gosh. That is hysterical. Clint almost always burns bread. Like, he does it more often than not. I'd say out of 30 times, he's probably not burned it about 5.
Okay. Like toast, like if he's like making toast, or like if he's like baking bread, or
anything that's bread that goes in a toaster, including the toaster that you push the button and it's supposed to come back up. Somehow he has managed to burn it. I don't know. I don't understand. It's a timer. It does it for you.
Okay.
I have the hiccups now.
You do. I hear them.
Jeez.
Sorry,
right, guys.
Hiccup away with us, kid. Yeah. No, my mom could not bake cookies. Well, she could bake cookies, but there was always one dozen that got burnt. It's not like burnt, like inedible burnt, but they were overdone.
Yes,
we still ate them because my mom
usually my first or my
cookies.
Last.
Yep, that was usually hers. It was either her first, and usually it was the last because I think she was just done by the time she gets that 4th dozen in there. It's just.
I think it was 2 days before I delivered Caden or Anderson. I was in the kitchen. I made like 6 dozen cookies. I stood on my feet all day. I couldn't help it. I was just wanting to. I had that. What is it called? Your nesting phase? Or whatever.
Yeah, your nesting phase.
Yeah. I just wanted to bake, and so I baked all day. And I loved every second of it. Nice. I don't know if I ate all the cookies really fast, but I had them.
Now I want to bake cookies.
I know that sounds good. I need oatmeal chocolate chip. Nobody will make me some oatmeal chocolate chip.
I will.
Thank you.
I gotta go.
And I need the other cookies, the coffee ones.
Oh God, my coffee shortbread.
Y'all, her coffee shortbread is so amazing,
so good.
I didn't want to share them, and I had to, and I got mad every time I saw somebody eating one. I was like, jerks, you sons of bitches, give me my cookies.
Give me back my cookies.
I made up I know we're supposed to be talking fails, but you know how we do. We squirrel.
Yeah.
I made up I made it up in my head, even though it's not really made up because it's not that big of a deal. But I was telling you that chicken bacon ranch Alfredo pasta.
Oh, yeah.
It was the dumbest thing. I've never thought about making it before. And I was just sitting there and it came to my mind probably after I had a little gummy. It's probably why.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that sounds really good. And so I made it for my friends Jesse and McKenna, who just had their second baby. little baby
Nice.
Coulter. So I took them dinner and made enough to have. And I wanted leftovers. Did I get any?
No.
No, because I have teenage boys.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. I can't
We're starting
have
to
anything.
slowly get there.
Oh, yeah. It's insane.
Eat
Teenagers
all
will
the
eat
things.
everything.
Yeah, like they'll go through $300 worth of groceries in like
2 days.
4 days. Like,
yeah,
what are
2
you
to 4 days is
doing?
so insane.
You eat too much.
Yeah.
Well, here's a fail. My 12-year-old and I wear the same size shoe. Yeah, you heard that right. I took him to buy new shoes yesterday because he's like, my shoes are too small. And I was like, all right. So he pulls some off the shelf and he puts them on. I'm like, those are too big. And he's like, no. He's like, they fit. And I was like, come here. So I did the whole mom thing, the toe. And I was like, holy crap. I was like, those do fit. And he's like, yeah, I told you. And I was like, take that off. Let me see it. So I took my shoe off and I put it on. And I was like, can I borrow these?
Yeah.
And he was like, no. And I was like, come on.
Don't be selfish.
I was like, now that we wear the same size, I was like, I have plenty of pretty shoes for you to wear. He's like, I'm not wearing your shoes, Mom. I was like, you don't want to wear my cheetah printed running shoes? And he's like, no.
Come on.
And his new thing, he likes to walk up to me. And when he's saying something, he'll just like ever so slowly rises up on his toes to look me in the eyes. And he doesn't have to like arch very high to get it. Like he is almost as tall as me.
Caden is officially taller than me.
And he just turned 12 in January. It's only April. Like he's going to be bigger than me by his 13th birthday, which is fine. Be tall. I don't care.
I always wanted my boys to be taller than me. It just feels fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy it. Golly, this has gone by so fast.
Why is it the second half of the show goes so much faster than the first half?
I don't know.
Maybe because we're in like
we're in our mojo
routine. We're in a mojo.
Yeah, I guess that's the word.
In a mojo? That doesn't
mojo
sound right.
Jojo.
Y'all help us out with that. Fail.
Yeah, that failed.
Words are hard. All day yesterday, I was getting things.
She takes on a lot of my symptoms. Like, you know how she tried to get a breast tumor too. And now she's taking on all my chemo brain.
It's just because I've got school, I've got classes.
You are way busy.
I've got a lot going on, and I'm trying to keep up with my schedule and my kid's schedule, and my husband's schedule.
Yes.
Talking is the least of my worries.
Yes.
So, when I get words wrong and I don't correct myself and y'all hear it, it's fine.
Y'all just go with it.
Feel free to correct myself or, I'll just yell plot twist and keep on going.
Yeah. I'm not correcting her. I don't care.
She'll make fun of me for it later.
Honestly, it sounds right to me. So
yeah, that's how you say that.
Yeah, sure. Let's just go with it. I've had so much fun.
Oh my God, I'm choking.
Being an editor, it has been lots of laughter.
Yeah, I know. I laugh at myself when I look at it. Like I was reading some of your notes and I was like, well, okay, but I don't know what the hell I meant, so I don't know what you're correcting.
That's how it works. Well, guys, we're almost done. We really, really love that you guys come and hang out with us. We need you guys to get on our social medias.
Yes.
Share our show. Help us
follow
grow.
all the things.
And hey, whatever happens, don't forget.
Sip it, spill it, savor it.
Bye, guys.
Are you ready for this?
From Burleson to Venus and Grant, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240